Hey there everybody, today I wanted to talk to you about The Prowler from 1981, directed by Joseph Zito, special effects by Tom Savini, Vicky Dawson as Pam, and then Christopher Goutman as Mark, Deputy Mark. These are the main characters of the movie, who we follow through the movie. Now, this movie is one of those slasher movies that came out with The Burning, My Bloody Valentine, like 5 of the great slasher movies, Friday the 13th Part 2, Halloween 2, and The Prowler was in there, but he, in my opinion, it's one of the bottom. It's at the bottom because the story is actually not good. It's pretty boring, and the only reason why you should watch this is actually just for the special effects from Tom Savini, the gore, and you should. Sorry there. You should watch this for the gore. The gore for Tom Savini. You've got a few great kills. A guy gets a bayonet right in his head, and when he wants to pull it, so he has his mouth out, the blood is gushing through his mouth. When he wants to pull it out. We have with so much force. His eyes turn back white. I mean, they're very mean-spirited kills. Then he kills a girl in the shower with a pitchfork. Now this is the he kills her with a pitchfork, and it looks real. It really looks real. That's just Tom Savini. He makes it look real. He uses as much of the body as possible. He doesn't use prosthetics. He uses prosthetics, but he uses he tries to keep it at a minimum so it looks real. Now this killer has a army fatigue, like the Second World War army fatigues, and he has as weapon a bayonet, a sawed-off shotgun, and a pitchfork. So I don't know what soldiers in the Second World War were. Okay. Now, the reason why this man is killing is because he got a Dear John letter of his girlfriend, nicknamed Rosemary, and she basically dumped him for a richer douchebag, and of course he kills him too in the beginning. A really cool kill. He takes the pitchfork. He slams it in they're making out, and he's on top of her. He slams a pitchfork in his back right through him, and then through her too. So 2 for the price of 1. Like I said, the kills are really vicious and really mean-spirited and really explicit, and that's the reason. Tom Savini himself said that the Prowler, the special effects of the Prowler, are his greatest accomplishment. That's what he said. But the problem is the characters are boring. You know, Vicky Doll. I mean, Pam and Mark. You know, the deputy. There's this love thing going on between those two, and they're teasing each other all through the way through the movie, and they go to. It's like they only had a few locations. They had the school, which is a building and a swimming pool, and then they had Major Chapman's house, who they think he's a suspect, but the guy is in a fucking wheelchair, and then you have the graveyard, and that's it. And I'm not sure of the graveyard, but Chapman's house and the school is visited multiple times, so it's really boring. And there's at some point in the school there's a couple that goes to the basement and makes out. There's a guy watching them like a pervert, but you think it's a killer. No, it's a fucking pervert, just a pervert. It doesn't lead to anything. So like I said, it's boring slasher movie, but is bad. It's certainly not one of the worst. It has a cool killer. I mean, it has super great special effects, and the acting isn't bad. Also, it isn't bad. There's this one moment. So if you're already talking about boring, where the sheriff is gone fishing for the weekend, so he tries to call the sheriff at his lodge where he's staying, and this asshole whale of a douchebag is on the phone, and he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna look for him." He just opens he puts the phone down. He opens the door with his hands like he's leaving, but he's just staying there. He's chewing some tobacco. He's waiting. He's doing some crosswords. Then he takes the phone. Nope, he's not there. And this entire scene takes like 7 minutes total. You know what I mean? 7 minutes total for this, watching this blubber-faced asshole being a dickhead. So yeah, that's what I mean with boring. And the thing is, the killer is an older man, of course, because the killer was from the Second World War. So your options are very slim. You only have like 2-3 options, and I think it's pretty obvious who the killer is. I'm not gonna spoil it, because if you watch the movie, you'll probably know who it is right away. I knew right away who the killer is, but it's. I'm gonna end it with this. It's like I said, fairly the gore, real good gore. You've got the acting, which isn't that bad. And is there a third point? I liked the beginning of the movie where all these soldiers come back with the Queen Mary 2, the Q2, and they're coming back from Europe, and it's a real clip of soldiers coming back from the war. It's yeah, and the ending is it's a cool ending. It's a cool ending, but then there's something that happens after that that's weird. Dream sequence that's weird, but before that, how the killer dies is pretty cool. So I got nothing more to say about this movie. The gore, the acting isn't too bad. You got some great scenes, and that's it. Okay, give it a try if you're a slasher fan. Uh, Especially give it a try if you're a slasher fan, because the Prowler is a classic. Joseph Cito got, you know, because of this movie, he got the gig to be the director of Friday the 13th, final chapter. So definitely see this movie if you're a slasher fan. If not, just for the gore, for Savini.